Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to be making a fun card using my brand new Mini Me collection. So I'm going to be using this new set here along with those who fix, make and build stamp and die set. So let's get started. So I just wanted the first couple of videos to just be about this set with the body parts, and then the rest of the videos that you'll see coming out will show you how to build your different occupations, different characters. Two really fun sets here, those that help others and those who fix, make and build. I would like there to be more, so hopefully again it's all down to whether these are really popular, but I'd love to see like a suit, I'd love to see a bride and groom, different sports. There's loads more we can do with this, so I'm sure there's probably some of you already saying, oh, I wish there was this, I wish there was that. I'd like there to be as well. So hopefully this is what we got to start with, but there's also a lot you can do with these, and as I share the other videos, I share lots of tips and ways to change different parts of the clothing to look like something else, so look out for those. And then for the papers, there is a new pad. This is the Mini Me backgrounds, which will work and coordinate with many of the different occupations, but for this one I've gone back to my paper pad from the last collection, which is the best of, and I've used the one with the leaves in the background there. I'm going to use the A2 set for this one, but I'm going to pop it onto a 5x7 card blank. Now I actually have a few samples here to show you. So for example, this is the 6x6, which is the original shape die set, which I know lots of you already have. You can see I've got the fun fireman here, and he's frantically, you know, waving his arm there. Holy smokes, you're how old? Sound the alarm, there's a birthday to celebrate. That's just another way. None of the body's really moving, just that one arm. Then I've got this 5x7 one, which is showing the girl in this set here, just one of the ways to use her. And you can see she's got her swinging legs and then her arms move. I've also got another 5x7 version here where the body stays still but two arms wave. I've got the police officer here who's doing star jumps. He's super fun, so all of his limbs move, and you can use these legs with her, with, you know, all mixes and matches. And then this is kind of what I'm going to recreate today, but with the hoodie and the guy. But I've used, you can see how I've used the A2 on that 5x7 card blank. But what I like about adding different or bigger size card blanks is you've got more space for your sentiment. So to the best handyman I know, I'm shocked you're still alive. So his legs swing and then his arms move. And also the reason why I think these work better with swinging legs is because they're shorts and she's got a skirt on. If they were to be doing, say, star jumps or moving like him, the legs would come out the side of the shorts and it would look a bit odd. So swinging legs, I think, looks super cute and actually a bit more fun. With all of them, there's your main mechanism. So you get 3 dies in each set. So that's the 5x7, A2, and then the 6x6. This is an older one, so it does also have this snow angel set in it because the kind of shape or the movement is a snow angel, and it did launch with a festive set originally. You want to die cut it twice, so once in 300 GSM and then with the paint and then with the pattern paper, and stick them together. I've used the construction glue so it's nice and strong. And then the same with your pull tab. So I've cut it twice, stuck it together, and I've also stuck the arrow there, again, nice and strong. And then I've got a top folding 5x7 card blank. That's just cut from store-bought 10x7, and along the fold, along the 10-inch fold, just cut it at 5 inches, and then you get your top fold. For the sentiments, I've used this one, Your Old Now Mate, and that's from the Those Who Fix, Make and Build. But then I also added below it, it says here, I think it's time to get lit, and that is from the Changing Faces 2, and it's just this one here. I just thought the two together and the different sizing fonts looks quite nice. Now, if you're going to have all 4 limbs moving, you'll need 8 5mm brads. So just the little ones here, just measure the diameter of the head, and if it's 5mm, perfect. If you've got 8mm, you can use them, but you might find they're a little bit thick for the hole. You might get a little bit of scratching, but they still will work. So in the set here, you've got lots of different ways to use them. So you've got your skirt, you've got the shorts. Obviously, the girl could have the shorts, but you also got the legs here, which can be trousers. So you can mix them onto any one you want. So if you do want to create, in fact, I think they're the trousers that I used on him. Yeah, I think they are. And then with the hoodie, it's got stencil detail in it. So when you die cut it, leave it in the die, and then I just went over it with a darker grey to pull out the detail there. And there's also a little slot just in the neck. So I've die cut the neck here. You get 2 different size necks, 2 different shaped heads. One's got a more chiseled chin, one's a bit more rounded. Long hair, but you could cut that blunt, so it's a short bob. You've got different short styles here. You've got little pigtails there, or plaits. You could add just one if you want. You've got a face here and 2 faces there. But you've also got stamped faces in the Stamp and Die sets with all the different kind of occupations. You've got your trainers, you've got little pumps there. These trainers will fit on this shaped leg. This is more, I guess, more feminine here. And then you've got your masculine kind of one there. But again, it all mix and match. You don't have to stick with that. And then you've got the arms here for the hoodie. So you've got the stitch detail again. Leave it in the die and you can just go over the edge there. So you've got that little ruched stitch detail. But back to this one here. If you just... When I go to do this in a minute, that slides through. In fact, I might as well do it right now. So you're just going to add a little glue. If I just open this up, just add a little glue on the back there. And then just push that down. And just kind of move it around until you're happy with the positioning. Now I'm going to stamp the face on him because... On this video, I show how to die cut and attach the face, but this is how the stamped face looks. So I thought I'd show you that on this one here. So that is using one of those stamp sets. I've already then die cut the arms and the legs, and I've added the trainers, inked them up a bit, done the stencil detail. With the arms here, you just want to stick the arm behind the sleeve for the hoodie and just line up the holes. So I'm actually going to add a little glue like so, and then just focus on lining up those holes and just making sure the wrist is in the middle of the sleeve like so. Okay, so you can see how once they're behind here, it just brings that all together. And then again with the shorts, I left them in the die and then just went over just to bring out some of that stencil detail. So I've taken this hairstyle here, which is that one there, and I'm just going to add very thin amount of glue just around the inner edge there, and then you just want to bring it down as far as you want really, but I would just do it so that the sides just start to come over the ear. You can see there how much is stuck down. And before I stick it onto there, I want to stamp the face. And like I said, across the 2 sets, you've got this one's winking. I don't know if I've used the winking one, just looking at, no, I haven't. So I think I'm going to use that one actually. Now I like to stamp them using tattered rose. Obviously that's good for fair skin. If you've got a darker skin tone that you're wanting to do, then you would use a darker colour. There's the wink. But it means then I can like bring out the rosy cheeks. I use a fine liner to add in then to go over, you know, the darker, like the eyebrows and the pupils. So just take a little stamping block, ink that up. Pretty easy to line up. There we go. So you can see now I've got that. That will then allow me to, like I said, go in. I can add in a bit of a rosy cheek. Like so, and then where I've got the eyes, I'm just going to go over them with a black fine liner. And now I've just got a dark brown to just go over the eyebrows. I might just add a little tongue just inside. There we go. And then a little glue just on the top of the neck, like so. So whilst that's drying, you want to take this one and your 4 limbs, so your 2 legs, 2 arms. You'll need 8 brads if you're going to have all 4 limbs moving, but because I'm going to have the 2 arms moving and just the legs swinging, I only need 6. Okay, so take one of your brads, pop it through the outer hole. Okay, top 2 are for the arms, bottom 2 are for the legs, and then pop that through. And then when you open up the brad, just fold it over like your piercing tool. You want this to swing nice and freely. You can see now how that works. Also, if you've got any of the brad overhanging, sometimes you might see them because every kind of puppet is different. Just snip the ends off. It's not the end of the world, but you'll know if you see it, you know what I mean. And then again, pop a brad through the next one, like so, and then open that up, again, folding it over, and just check each time that they swing. You see what I mean there? Like you can see the ends of the brads. you know, there's been all different characters, there's been animals, and obviously some of their bodies are quite big and everything's hidden, but we're working with like slimmer arms and clothing and stuff, so you might need to just cut a few little bits away every now and then. And then you want to do the same with the legs, so just that outer hole, and obviously make sure you got your left and your right, and then open those up. Okay, so now you'll have something like this, which looks a little bit odd, but everything should swing nicely. Then take this one, pop that through, and then the 2 remaining brads are going to go on each of the arms. You want to line up the arm with the hole. You've got 4 holes on this piece here. So just bring that one across, that in like so. And again, just open it up on the back and just do a little test. You want to make sure that waves moves nicely, and then add the next one, and that will start to really kind of put it all in place. If you do something like the one arm, if you want to have that effect, you'll have to add a little support like on the bottom, because otherwise with just it attached with just one piece, it moves all over the place. So there's a few little ways to adapt it, but it's fun to be able to, you know, have the option. So now we've got our swinging legs and 2 moving arms. So you want to keep this down. Obviously it will go quite far down because these aren't in place, but just so it's just sitting within that circle. And I'm going to use some foam here. This is the CraftStash foam sheets. So these are about 2-3 mil, and you want to double up the foam because you need it to be slightly higher than the brads. Otherwise your puppet won't be able to attach. And I'm actually going to do these a bit thinner because you don't want to see them. So just thin. You don't need a lot. They're only small little puppets, so even this amount of foam will be enough to hold it in place. But just double up the foam and then just sit it in that corner. Do make sure that that's down, otherwise it probably won't work. Okay, but you'll feel that they're higher, or if not, just about the same height as the brads. Take the backing off, and now you want to focus on the arm positioning with the hoodie. It's going to be about there. You want brads that are kind of match. If you haven't, you can colour them with your alcohol markers. Okay, so before I stick him down, I think I need to add the shorts. So just a little bit of glue, just above the pocket there. I don't want to hide too much of the shorts. So again, you want that to all cover. Think about there. Just do a little, just sit it over there and just check. Yeah, that all looks pretty good to me. There we go. Obviously you're going to see the holes. It's just, you know, it's all part of it. Everyone's going to be different. But he looks pretty cool, and the legs swing really well. So now I'm going to just place this on here, and then I can lay out my sentiment. You could add balloons to this. Obviously a lot more decoration can go onto these, but I just wanted to focus really on just putting it all together. Obviously, if you're going over the edges, you're going to have a bigger envelope. But if you put that onto an A2 card and just moved his limbs up like so, he would go in an envelope, and then that would just drop down. And also, if you want to cover those holes, you can easily cover them with props. You could have birthday presents behind him. You could have a mobile phone and things from my other sets. I mean, here I've got the hose that covers things that are underneath there. You can just see the hole there, but I could have put the fire extinguisher further in. So, you know, there's easy ways to disguise all this. This is just really to just show you how they work and just give you all the basics. So that's where I need the sentiments. I'm just going to get that stamped. Okay, I've just got some scrap bits of foam here. So you add your foam all on the back, but just make sure you don't go too near the pull tab part. But you can actually stick the foam over the brads. It won't mess up the mechanism at all. So these are random odd shaped pieces of foam, but I'm just using up bits of scraps that I've got. Just make sure you don't have any areas where it might dip. And I've got my sentiment in place. Again, just make sure you get it all nice and even with the border that you want. And then one more thing before I fully stick that down, actually, if you want to make a little finger pull, just punch through the top there, like so, push that down, and it just makes it a little bit easier for you to be able to access that. But now we've got our little dancing when the legs cross. It's like they're doing a little jig, but moving and swinging. I think they look really, really cool and display perfectly. I'll just bring in the others. So there's the boy and the girl, man and wife, whatever you may want them to be. You've got your builder there, you've got your fireman, you've got your handy lady, you've got a policeman. There's also going to be a doctor, an optician, a chef, a gardener, a cleaner. So keep an eye out. There's lots more to come. Gemma will no doubt as well be sharing some of hers on her channel, and there will be photos up on Facebook, on my blog. Just make sure you follow the playlist so you get to see all of the different cards. All the products that I've used will be linked in the description box below the video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.